I have a bunch of these 6 by 6 foot posts, and they were a little bit heavy to just pick up and carry around. So I already had this little hand cart, a hand truck I think it is. And I found that if I tied the post to it, I could just roll it along like this, and it goes pretty easy. Some of these posts will be the vertical supports for a railing around the patio up above the dock. And some of them might be used as posts for possibly running a little bit of dock right next to the seawall. There's parts of my seawall that are cracking and bulging out, and before I bought the house, somebody put some posts in right next to the seawall. They're called dead men, and they just prevent the wall from being able to push out further. So I was thinking about maybe putting in some dead men and then some posts just a little further out from that, and I could have a dock right next to the seawall. And moving them with this wheeled cart also makes it easy to stack these up, because I'm lifting half the weight, maybe less, when I'm picking up my end. So it's easy enough to set my end on top of the pile. And once I've untied it from the cart, then I can just slide it where it needs to go on top of the pile. And I'm pretty confident I can stack these up pretty high if I need to, using this technique. Jeff Bezos sent me a nice umbrella table for the patio above the dock. And it came in a big box with some chairs and an umbrella, and all I had to do is put it together. And it comes with its own beach umbrella that can be held in the center of the table like this. I had noticed the one thing about the patio was that there was no shade, and it got kind of hot in the afternoons. This is one of the chairs that came with the table. It's not like canvas, it has sort of a plastic mesh, which is real comfortable because it's like a little hammock for your butt and your back, and just a metal frame to hold that mesh part. So I have to test out the table in all different ways related to lounging. I think the one thing that I need now is some sort of alcohol with fruit juice and like ground up ice from a blender, possibly with a little paper umbrella in it and a straw. Where did that dolphin go? There he is. These guys are surprisingly large when you see them in person. I think those vertical pilings on the seawall across the canal are probably 8 feet apart. And this is a little tiny woodpecker that's been here pretty much every day. And he's just adorable. He may have pecked that hole in the one dock piling to make him nest in there. And so this is the big crack. Yeah, that doesn't look good. Through here. And there's this. This is like a big hole. It goes in about that far. I think the woodpecker may have made that. Alright. So this is the piling with the big crack in it. From the top going most of the way down. But right near the water line we have this area. And that looks like a big crack, and then, I don't know, some erosion of some sort. Waterline rot or whatever. This doesn't look good. I do have enough 16-foot 2x10s to just build a box around this piling. Or I could just pull up deck back to where it was and have only half as much deck. I hate to do that, but we'll see how it goes with fixing this. I think first thing I need to remove these boards that are attached to this. And then, let's see, and that upper board. And then I can set a board next to it vertically and try and jet it into the bottom using the hose and a nozzle. And we'll see, I might use the pressure cleaner. But to try to sink that board into the mud as much as I can, hopefully down to bedrock, but down as far as I can. And then put another one on the other side, right, and try to through bolt them to pinch that crack shut. And then finish going around, basically build a square column around this one. I think I should do either that or roll back the deck up here. But I mean, with 4 2x10s, I mean, it ought to be pretty strong. So, it was a bit windy on top of the dock, so we're having this cookout on the balcony above the screen porch. He just loves his balcony. And since I had all this lumber at the house, I built this ladder to go from here to the upper roof. I like to go on the upper roof to watch rocket launches, and it's real easy to get this far, but the hop to the upper roof was kind of difficult. And there's the patio above the dock, and the new stairway going up, and there's the rest of the wood pile. And here's some of your bonus footage. I think these birds are called curlews. And they start out brown, but then when they get to be adults, they become this white color. I put another one of those LED lights underneath the patio above the dock, and it lights the lower dock. I have it shifting colors now, but it can be any color constantly, or change like this. It lights up the dock really nice.